company culture of your, not only the whole company, but also the different departments and the different teams has a great impact on the whole user adoption process of new tools.
Yeah, definitely. It can be difficult to kind of go in, I wouldn't call it like mapping out the organization, but it's worthwhile to go take the time to go and do that, because when you understand your style and your peers, other managers, for example, then you know when you can ask for things, when you can push back, when you have to go in and negotiate around that. Not knowing that, you may just go with your style, and again, it may be less effective. When you're even trying to deploy a collaboration platform solution, build out SharePoint, you're now leveraging Office 365 with all the different workloads, and you may like, hey, I know how to move in between my context in between SharePoint and Teams and Yammer and OneDrive and email and kind of all these different things, and you're perfectly comfortable. A lot of people, I'd say most people, aren't as comfortable moving so seamlessly between those things. And so understanding some of the cultural, the patterns, and some of the different styles and differences, it will help you better understand what will work and won't work, and what kind of training, what kind of support needs to happen to make it worthwhile.
And what do you think the awareness about the importance of the culture, also in user adoption and change management, is not so spreading in businesses, in companies? They're not really aware of the importance of their culture.
Well, most people don't. Look, there's some people that, like I mentioned this, that I'm kind of a leadership development junkie. I like that side of things, and there are a lot of people like that, kind of like that as well. So I love reading those kinds of books. I love thinking about organizational dynamics and that kind of that side. So in fact, I mentioned that instead of the MBA path, I almost went on the Masters of Organizational Management, because I personally was interested in psychology, sociology, those aspects. Most people don't. They're focused on their job and that role. There's a lot of people that work with collaboration technology that come from the technical side of things. Think about any of those things. It's technology. It does these functions. Use it. They don't go to that next step. So it's important to have somebody. It shouldn't also just be HR who understands those things. But it is, again, successful organizations that are successful in collaboration. They have that mindset. They may not call it the same thing, but they have that mindset of, what is the right way to use these tools that fits within our organization. It's not here it is, we deployed it, it's now on, use it. Why aren't you using it? Let's look at metrics and then penalize you for not using it. But rather ask the question of, why are they not using it? Why are, and I use this example in my session, why are end users, why is these two SharePoint environments, one team is thriving, high adoption, the same components, the same design, this other business unit not using it all. We saw that constantly. We look at the stats. They're not spending any time, they're not going there. But instead we found that they're doing the shadow IT. They're going around and using other things. Why is that? Well, it turns out that those teams just had a very different working style. Some of it came from the manager, some of it just from the history of, and it's not a right or wrong, it's just the reality of we want to get the most out of people. We want to get the most benefit out of our investments in technology. So if you want to get both of those things, sometimes it means you need to make adjustments to get both of those things, and it can just take time. And you can't just flip a switch and then hope for the best.